arrest made in the Lakaria murder case. A woman who police say knew the suspected killer was in a motel room in Lubbock before he was found dead on Monday. And it's good to see you again. I'm Brian Mudd.
And I'm Lauren Motter. Lubbock police say this woman helped Christopher Carter avoid arrest, but tonight she's in jail. Tadija Washington Harris is accused of helping Carter avoid arrest. Court documents show Washington Harris admitted she knew Carter was wanted for murder and had helped him for the last 2 weeks with hotel rooms and money to prevent law enforcement from arresting him.
Lubbock police got a tip Monday that Christopher Carter was hiding out in a motel room at the Stadium Motel on 19th Street. Police watched the room, saw Ms. Harris leave. Police tell us that after she got far enough away from the motel, they pulled her car over and asked her if Carter was in that motel room. She confirmed he was, and police later used Harris's cell phone to briefly talk to Carter to try and get him to come out of the room. But shortly after the phone call, police say Carter shot and killed himself.
Extra, we back with another entry. If you thought the case of 18-year-old Lakaria Moore was closed, you couldn't be further from the truth. You got another thing coming. How did we even get up to an additional arrest being made of a woman by the name of Tadija Washington Harris? I'm gonna tell you how. The mother of 18-year-old Lakaria Moore, a woman by the name of Ladija Dial, had to push that hard line. She had to join forces with God's greatest creation, a white man, a guy by the name of Gary Pringle, who pulled out the stats. And he had to take necessary steps to get that additional arrest of Tadija Washington Harris. The man ain't playing no games. He held Lubbock Police Department accountable after he got vocal at a press conference that was a platform for Ladija Dial.
Just 1 day after learning the main suspect in Lakaria Moore's murder died, her family says they're still looking for answers tonight. Moore's family has a lot of questions about the circumstances surrounding her death, the days and hours before and after she was killed. KMAX Cameron Mendoza joins us with more on what the family had to say about the investigation this afternoon.
Yeah, Lauren, Lakaria's mom says she gave police evidence that suspect Christopher Carter was in town and told police where he was. Carter was the last person to see Lakaria alive before her body was discovered in the trunk of a car at the end of May. Carter's body was discovered inside this central Lubbock motel yesterday. Police say they believe he killed himself. They received a tip that he was at that motel and had been watched for several hours before a man came out and told officers Carter's body was inside the room. Lakaria Moore's body was discovered in the trunk of a car in East Lubbock at the end of May, and Moore's mom, Ladija, tells us she has many questions for police that have so far gone unanswered. She wants to know who that man was, and she told us this afternoon she has a recording of Carter discussing the murder, a tape she turned over to the police. She has hope something will be done, and this is what she says in the evidence in that case.
I told them, why isn't the other people being charged if we have a video stating what happened, and he said that it's better to use them as a witness than to charge them with something, and I just feel like that's not fair. Chris is no longer here, so they can't be used as a witness now. What's gonna happen next? I just want justice for my baby, and I feel like it was not.
And Lubbock police tell us this case is not closed and this is still an active murder investigation. Lauren.
How are you folks today?
Good, how are you, sir?
I need to leave a letter for Criminal District Attorney Stanek.
Okay.
If you will take that for me, I have dated it.
What is this in reference to, sir?
I'm sorry?
What is it in reference to?
It's in reference to the demands we're making for the arrest of the individuals involved in the murder of Lakaria Moore. We have cited the evidence that we have, and we have cited the law under which it falls. We have 2 recorded confessions.
I saw the press conference with Ladija Dial and Gary Pringle, and I must say that the news edited what you just saw in order to make their display of emotions more PC, politically correct, because it was ugly. LPD got their asses handed to them. They got kicked in the ass on this one, and they was forced to do their job. Gary is holding people to a standard of, what's the word I'm looking for? Accountability. Yeah. You gonna do what you supposed to do around Mr. Pringle, and you gonna put some respect on LaDeja Dowell's name, or it's gonna be hell to pay and some heads gonna roll. But this is the part of the entry where we part ways. Talk to me, I talk back. What do you think about the man that was in the room with Chris Dow when he committed suicide? Do you think that he assisted in the demise of Christopher Wayne Carter? What do you think about the 29-year-old Tadijah Washington Harris being an accomplice for 2 weeks, giving him money and renting the room and giving him transportation for 2 weeks? Talk to me, I talk back. Hit that notification bell to be notified every time we make an entry over here at Jonathan's Journal on YouTube. Hit that dislike button if you're in favor of guys running from the long arm of the law via suicide. What's up with that? You can do the crime, but you can't do the time. What's up with that, man? Hit that like button if you like today's content and commentary. Hit the share button if you want others to know that an additional arrest was made in the case of 18-year-old Lakaria Moore. I don't mind. Until next time, peace. Put some of this ism in the come here algorithm.